Welcome to Chompachowa, a Star Wars story. If you're already subscribed to this channel, you've probably forgotten about it, and that's okay. I haven't uploaded in over 2 years, but I want to make some changes. Today, I wanted to talk about Star Wars, more specifically, The Bad Batch. Now, I'm not going to do an entire breakdown of the first episode. I'm way too late to the game already. But I did just want to talk about a few things that stood out to me and a few theories that I have. Oh yeah, this will definitely contain spoilers. I'll be talking about it as if you've all seen it. As most of you know by now, the clones were basically programmed to turn on the Jedi once Order 66 was executed via a chip in their head. In the first episode of The Bad Batch, we find out why Clone Force 99 wasn't affected by the chip. Basically, their genetic abnormalities somehow canceled out the chips in their heads, rendering them free of the Emperor's orders. All except Crosshair. From the beginning of the episode, Crosshair seemed sketchy. He questioned the rest of the Bad Batch members multiple times, never really seemed on board with Hunter's decisions, and later we find out why. Crosshair's chip was somehow not affected by his genetic mutations. Therefore, he was ready to execute Order 66 as soon as the order was given. Tarkin noticed that Crosshair seemed more loyal and obedient than the other members. Once Tarkin got a hold of him towards the end of the episode, it was over. Crosshair was completely under the control of the Empire. Now, here's what I really want to talk about. About an hour into the episode, Crosshair confronts the rest of the Bad Batch as they try to escape with Omega. If you've seen the episode, you'll notice that Crosshair was sporting brand new armor. It's all black with a green visor. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is very reminiscent of the Death Troopers that we saw in Rogue One. Like, extremely. So I have two theories about this, and they sort of play into each other. The first theory is that Crosshair was the first official Death Trooper. If you think about it, it really makes sense, and it's kind of cool. An elite stormtrooper, a variant designed for stealth, espionage, and lethality. More importantly, they were members of the Tarkin Initiative in Rogue One. See a resemblance yet? The second theory, and this one really excites me, is that the Death Troopers that we saw in Rogue One were actually all modified clones, just like Crosshair. Maybe Crosshair was even in Rogue One as a Death Trooper. Now this is just my theory, and it may be a little bit more out there, but hear me out. We never saw any of the Death Troopers' faces, just like most of the troopers in Star Wars. But what's really cool is that the Death Troopers used voice scramblers in Rogue One. So this plays into the theory almost perfectly, because we all know that clones have very distinct voices. So with the voice scramblers, how would we know that Death Troopers weren't clones? I guess we wouldn't. I want to know what you guys think about this. Could we see the formation of the Death Troopers led by Crosshair by the end of the Bad Batch? Was Crosshair actually in Rogue One? Or do you think my theory doesn't really have any legs? I really hope we find out in the near future. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. May the Force be with you.